If this is your first time watching my videos, welcome to Transforming Your Life Through Storytelling. The following story is a popular one, and there is a reason. It's popular because it offers us a valuable lesson for a happier life. And if you like what you hear, please subscribe to my channel and give this story a thumbs up. A professor of philosophy enters the classroom and proceeds to take stuff out of his briefcase and tells his students, "We only have one life to live, and never forget that you possess the ability to accomplish anything if you use your time wisely." He continues to put stuff on the table in front of the students. The professor then picks up a large empty mayonnaise jar and proceeds to fill it with golf balls. He then asks the students if the jar was full. The students said that it was. So the professor picks up a bunch of pebbles and pours them into the jar. He shakes the jar lightly and the pebbles roll into the open space areas between the golf balls. He then asks the students if the jar is full. The students say that it was. Next, the professor takes a container of sand and pours it into the jar. Of course, the sand filled the remaining space. He then asked the students if the jar was now full, and they responded with an anonymous yes. The professor then proceeds to take 2 beers out and pours the contents into the jar, of course, filling the remaining spaces between the grains of sand. The students laughed. "Now," said the professor once the laughter subsided, "I want you to recognize that this jar represents your life. The golf balls are the important things. Your family, your children, your health, your friends, the things that you are passionate about, things that will render your life full if everything else was lost. The pebbles are things that matter, like your house, your car, your job. The sand is everything else, the small stuff. But if you fill the jar first with the sand, you will not have the same amount of room for the pebbles and the golf balls. The same thing goes for your life. You must prioritize where your time goes, because if you spend all your time and energy on the small stuff, you will not have enough time for what is important in your life. So take care of the golf balls first. Pay attention to those things that are critical to your happiness. Play with your children. Make time for a yearly checkup. Take your partner out to dinner on a date. Spend time with family. Make sure that you're taking care of the important, because the rest is just sand. There will always be time to clean the house, to do your emails, to catch up on work and worry about the bills. Just as the professor was about to finish, one of the students raised his hand and asked what the beers represented. The professor smiled. "I'm glad you asked," he said. "It just goes to show you that no matter how full your life may seem, no matter how little time you may think you have left, there's always room for a couple of beers with a friend. So when things in your life may seem like too much to handle, when 24 hours in a day may not seem enough, remember the mayonnaise jar. And as you look forward to a new year with promise, may you and your loved ones continue to be blessed with good health, happiness, life, prosperity, and always make room for a couple of beers with a friend, or whatever the equivalent they are in your life." And I will see you on the next episode of Transforming Your Life Through Storytelling.